Hi guys, welcome back to How to Play Pokémon TCG. This is episode 3. Today we'll be running through two of the basic lessons, so we'll be going over trainer cards and Pokémon abilities. So first we'll be going over trainer cards. We'll jump right in. Every deck has a mix of three types of cards: Pokémon, energies, and trainer cards. So today we'll be looking at trainer cards. First of all, we've got our supporters. You'll see it says support on the top left, and with a supporter, we can only use one per turn. Then we have our items. Again, top left, you can see it says item. This is another type of trainer card. This one is particularly useful, the Premium Power Pro, because it gives you an extra 30 damage on that turn to your fighting Pokemon. The good thing about items are you can use as many items as you want per turn. In this case, the Mega Charizard has 360 HP, so I would need as much damage output as possible to be able to try and have a chance to knock it out this turn. So we'll try out the item cards. We'll basically play the two Premium Power Pros, so that's an extra 30 and another extra 30, and then we'll play our supporter. Basically we use the items before we use the supporter, as now it's going to draw us a new hand, and we need those item cards, so it's better to play them now. If not, you're going to lose them back into your deck. So we'll go ahead and play the supporter. We'll draw 6 cards and draw an Ultra Ball. An Ultra Ball basically lets us get any Pokemon we want from our deck, but we need to discard 2 cards. The 2 cards I'm going to discard will be the energies, and now I'll explain why. So I'll play the Ultra Ball, I'll discard the 2 fighting energies, and I'll get myself a Mega Lucario. We'll now evolve the Mega Lucario onto the Riolu. He needs the second energy to attack. This is where it's fine, because we've got a Night Stretcher which allows us to get the energy back. Right now we're only doing 330 damage, so we still need to hit 30 extra to be able to knock it out. We use the 2 item cards from earlier. His base attack is 270, but as we use the 2 Premium Power Pros, he now hits for 330 this turn. And we also need that extra energy to attack. You might have thought, why did he discard the 2 energies using the Ultra Ball if now he needs that energy to attack? I'll explain why. I knew I had the Night Stretcher, and this allows me to get one of the energies back. You'll see now. Going back to the supporters, we've already used 1 supporter per turn, as I explained, so now this supporter is not available to us now. We'll get the Night Stretcher, we'll fetch our basic fighting energy back into our hand, and we'll go ahead and attach it to the Lucario. We are 30 damage short from knocking out this Mega Charizard, but we've got our 3rd Premium Power Pro in hand, so we'll play it. It now allows us to hit for 360, and we have enough to knock out the Mega Charizard. We'll take our final 3 prize cards, and we get the victory. Now we're going to move on to the second lesson of today's episode, which will be Pokemon abilities. So far, we've learned how to evolve our Pokemon and how to attack with those Pokemon. Abilities aren't attacks. We can use these completely separately to our attack in a turn, so we can use 1 or multiple abilities before using our attack. We always want to attack last. In this case, Charmander's ability is if this Pokemon has no energy attached, it has no retreat cost. In this case, we want to protect this Charmander as we want it for further along. We don't want it to get knocked out next turn. So this is where retreat cost comes in. Abilities are unique to certain Pokemon. Every Pokemon can retreat out of the active spots, but there's an energy cost, and you have to discard these energies to be able to retreat the Pokemon. If, for example, you've got a lot of damage on your active Pokemon and you don't want it to get knocked out, you might want to retreat. The good thing about the Charmander is, in this case, as it has no energy attached, it can retreat for free. So that's what we want to do here. We want to retreat our Charmander. We're going to put up our Reshiram. We can still attack, so he has a 1 cost to attack. We'll attach our basic energy to the Reshiram, and we'll hit the Riolu for 30. He evolves into Mega Lucario, and he hits me for 130, knocking out my Reshiram, meaning he takes a prize card. I'm going to put up the Oricorio, and you'll see why now. We get a Pheasantipity. Pheasantipity is you've seen in nearly every single deck in the format, just before rotation, in rotation now. So we'll play down Pheasantipity. We'll use its ability, which is once during your turn, if any of your Pokemon were knocked out in the previous turn, use this ability to draw 3 cards. We'll use Flip the Script. We'll draw 3 cards, and wow, we've got a really good draw. Fire Breather is a supporter that gets us a lot of energy. Oricorio, as you learned from the previous episodes, can attach a lot of energy to its benched fire Pokemon, so this will be a really nice combo. We'll play our Fire Breather, we'll get our 3 energies. This is what we have in the deck at the moment, and we'll put them into our hand. When we spoke about evolving, I mentioned Rare Candy. Rare Candy lets you skip stage 1 and lets you go straight into stage 2. As we have the Rare Candy and the Charizard in hand, we can skip the Charmeleon. So we'll play the Rare Candy, it'll evolve into our Charizard, and we'll play our Night Stretcher to fetch us back a Fire Energy. We have the 4 energies in hand. As you know, you can only attach 1 energy per turn, but with Oricorio's ability, we can attach multiple. So we'll use Excited Turbo, it'll let us attach all 4 energies onto the Mega Charizard, and then you can see it has a 1 energy retreat cost, and he has 1 energy attached. We'll retreat him, that energy goes into the discard, and we'll put up our Mega Charizard. We will use his attack, and we'll get rid of the 4 energies. We'll hit the Mega Lucario for 360, more than enough to knock it out. We'll take our last 3 prize cards, and we get the victory again. That's it for the end of episode 3. We're doing quite well. Hopefully you guys are keeping in track of all the episodes and are soon ready to try out the TCG live game for yourself, and let me know if you're enjoying it. For the next episode, the game is going to put us straight deep into a full-on game. It's going to put us into a practice match, either with Mega Charizard EX or with Mega Lucario EX. We're only going to do one of them, so let me know in the comments which you would prefer for me to use for the next episode. Let me know if you prefer me using the Mega Charizard or the Mega Lucario. So yeah, thank you for watching. Hope to see you soon. Peace.